is a message to young men and young men only. I know that when it comes to women and dating, for some reason y'all don't like to listen to women. You rather listen to a bald bitch spit all over a podcast mic. But take it from somebody that's taking collegiate level sociology classes.
What?
You're much better off listening to us than those angry, unloved men that be spitting all over the podcast mics. Okay? It is a fact, a statistical researched fact, that the happiest men are married men in long-term relationships. Do not listen to these men that tell you women have nothing to offer you, that they bring nothing to the table, that they bring no value. There's a reason why they sound so angry and hurt when they get to talking about women on those podcasts. It's because they're lonely. What are the stats? What are the facts? They'll tell you that women only want you for your money. No, women only want them for their money, because obviously if you listen to how they speak about women, money is all they have to offer women. They cannot offer a pleasant personality. They cannot offer love and respect. They can literally only offer women money. So women will only use them for their money. If you are a good man that treats women with respect, they won't care about how much money you have. I can tell you right now, women get with bums every single day. And let me remind y'all that for the last couple years, you guys have constantly been reminding us that there is a male loneliness epidemic. What else has happened in the last couple years? A rise in red pill content. A rise in men telling other men to devalue women. A rise in men telling other men that they're better off single, when factually, statistically, y'all being single leads to y'all offing yourselves. Literally. And listening to these type of men really does not help when we also consider the inverse of that fact, that when the happiest women are single, childless women.
Stop the cap.
We aren't killing ourselves behind being single. You guys are, though. And with that, stop listening to men that have their guns loaded already. Misery loves company, and they want you to be just as miserable as they are. They are too disgusting as people to find love, and therefore are telling other men that love isn't worth it. When for a lot of men, a relationship does equate to happiness. It does. Y'all giving up relationships because you don't want to give women the love, value, respect, attention, time that they deserve is literally doing y'all a disservice more than it's doing women a disservice. Because again, factually, we will die happy without you. We're more likely to die happy without you. That is the complete opposite for you. And I'm saying this out of love and care. It is love month. Everybody deserves love. Y'all too. But you're not going to get it if you keep listening to these men and adopting these minds. Statistically, they're going to end up offing themselves due to being sick, or dying alone in a retirement home because women, caretakers, will only, again, want to be around them for money. Those nurses there for a check. Or dying in bed next to a prostitute. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuel.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
What she's doing here is trying to gaslight men into picking up women who do not bring anything to the table, women who do not add value to his life. It is better to be in the wilderness by yourself than to be with these aggressive, boisterous, belittling black women. It's in the Bible. Go look it up. But you notice how she's attacking the red pill community. She's attacking Passport Bros. And she is attacking Kevin Samuels, all without acknowledging the reason why these men would rather be alone. And this is exactly why I encourage men to get to the chopper, because these women do not want to take accountability for their toxic traits. They're just expecting men to pick them up, and many of their long titties. But let us watch a few clips of Kevin Samuels once again proving why men need to put themselves first and pursue your peace and happiness.
Get to the chopper!
You were already a mother when you married him, right?
Right. Yep.
He accepted your child. You didn't give him a child. And you start cheating on him. Were you cheating on him with your baby daddy?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yep.
Man, this is some bullshit.
Who ended up filing for divorce?
Me.
Where's your child's father?
He takes care of our child.
I just said, where is he?
I don't know. What do you mean?
Are you guys still together?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, because he just wanted to screw up your situation.
Yep. That's exactly what he wanted.
And yeah, and you were dumb enough to let him do it.
Precisely.
Ma'am, I wasn't saying what I was saying to be mean, but you found a guy who was willing to accept you as a baby mama and took care of you and another man's child. And the respect you paid him was to continue to sleep with your baby daddy. You didn't give him a child, and you let this dude that did not marry you, did not make you and him, his child, a family. You let him come in there, just messed up your entire situation. He left you over there busted by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And you deserve where you are.
I accept that.
And I wasn't saying it to be mean, man, but I'm saying the victim in all this was your husband.
Yeah, he was.
Them gyal ya wicked, them wicked, them wicked. Them gyal ya wicked, them wicked, them wicked.
They will always be in love with the man that they gave their womb to. They will always choose the man that they gave their womb to over the simp that's going to marry them. They look at simps and laugh. The woman in the video yesterday that said she knew her husband was a simp when he picked her up and her 3 kids.
He was a simp, and I seen the opportunity, and I took it.
Well, I'm saying what his qualities was.
I mean, for one, he accepted the fact that I have 3 kids.
So you got 3 kids too?
I have 3 children.
Them gyal ya wicked, them wicked, them wicked. Them gyal ya wicked, them wicked, them wicked.
What you're basically saying is the man I married and had 2 children was not high value. But now I'm coming to the market, divorced, older, with 2 children, wanting a man who was financially better than the one I had 2 kids for.
Yeah. I know it sounds bad.
It sounds exactly like what it is. Are your children an asset to another man?
They can be.
How can they be?
Some guys just want to be stepdaddy.
No. Tell me how they can be an asset.
Can't tell you nothing right now. Can't think of anything.
Bottom line, man, you married a military guy. Why are y'all divorcing?
He was cheating.
Please explain to me why you want a guy who's so high up now.
I feel there's nothing wrong with wanting a stepdaddy with high value. Like, it's okay for me wanting my kids to go to private school.
What?
Because if I find a guy and he's high value and he's okay with, I just don't see how it's like, oh, she got kids. I understand it is like more options out there, but just like, it's possible.
Really? You don't see any issue with wanting your kids to go to private school that you cannot afford to pay for and your husband can't afford to pay for. That's one of the issues in our community, that a woman like yourself could honestly come up and say, I don't see any problem getting somebody who had nothing to do with this to pay for the bill. That's that welfare state mentality. You can't afford it. Your husband can't afford it. That means you don't get it. The only way you could get your kids in private school is to find somebody else who's willing to put your kids in private school. You want your kids in private school? Get a nanny, get a tutor, work with them to get them a scholarship. That's what you're supposed to do. Ma'am, in this life, we get what we work, what we earn and worth. You want somebody else to pay your bills. That is unfair. It is selfish.
How?
Because you don't have the money.
The fact that she said how,
Come on, man. You don't know better than that as a cool person. Come on, man.
that's what I'm telling you, it's not worth the squeeze. These women are straight up wicked, straight up evil. They're looking for men to clean up their mistakes. Y'all remember Save Your Community, Black men? When content creators were encouraging men to stay and pick up single moms instead of going overseas to find wives that were raised with traditional values. Yeah.
Man, this is some bullshit.
What can you offer, ma'am? You weren't even married to a man. You have no history of taking care of a man. Y'all talk about high value men like they're a pair of shoes. And when I say go back to your ex, you say no. Well, ma'am, you made babies with him.
Yeah, but I was young. I feel like that's not fair. I was very young. We all make mistakes.
That was pathetic.
Say that again.
I feel like that's not fair because we all make mistakes. And I was young and now I'm older.
You're 25 years old and you feel like that's not fair. Ma'am, you sound like a...
What?
Bitch, if you want a burger, eat a burger. Bitch, if you want a french fry, get a french fry.
I mean, seriously, ma'am. I feel like that's not fair.
I don't know.
That's not something an adult says. What does your ex do?
He works at GM.
GM. And what's so bad about him?
It's a lot inner issues like with him. Like he's just angry. He can get abusive.
But you had 2 babies with him.
Yes, and that was before I was young.
High value men are not an insurance policy. They're not a get out of jail free card. You got nothing, young lady, because you had children. You need a man, period. You are in no position to be picky.
Okay, you were young and dumb. Deal with the consequences. Why should somebody else come in and deal with the consequences?
You shouldn't have got a woman pregnant that didn't want to marry you. Not a good position.
Yeah.
But that's the position you find yourself in. I'm going to give you some practical advice. What does she do for a living?
She's an artist.
Holy shit. Call the lead attorney. Get custody of your kid.
We live together, so
I don't give a shit. An artist that didn't want to marry you, and then she got pregnant, and you're gonna be a 6-figure plus earner.
That's right.
Does she earn any money?
She does all right for herself. I mean, it's nowhere near what I make.
So get your kid. I'm trying to make it light, man, but the woman didn't want to marry you. See, here's the problem with us as men. We invest too much in women who don't want us. Come on, man. You made a baby with an artist. Okay, that's cool. She didn't want to marry you. So get your kid, put her on child support, and go live the pursuit of happiness with a Y. Or believe in the power of sunshine, fairy tales, and leprechauns and hope that your situation doesn't turn out like 99% of the chance it will be, because she didn't want to marry you.
We have to give Kevin Samuels his credit for holding men accountable too. But you know, the chicken heads will never acknowledge that.
No. How old are you?
I'm 32, so I'm in the dating zone.
You've only dated one man. That means you've dated women?
Yes.
Okay. Why do you need high value?
Most of the guys that I have come in contact with, they strive for you to be businesswoman and work. I do desire to be a stay-at-home mom. I want to cater to the home.
See, this is one of the problems you ladies have. You have this really chaotic relationship picture. I like women, I like men. I'm celibate for spiritual reasons, but then I want to turn around and be a stay-at-home housewife with a high-value man. If I threw a bunch of puzzle pieces out and tried to make it all make sense, I'd have a better chance than putting some of this stuff together. I don't know why you ladies make this so complex. And then when asked, it's outside. You sound like a whole chaos, man. So when you say men want you to do such and so forth, you ain't had a man in 4 years. God damn. I'm just saying dating.
Right.
So how can you say what men do or don't?
That's true. That's just off observations from other people's experiences.
Exactly. Relationships have become a theoretical exercise with you ladies. And unfortunately, it's cost you lots of time.
Right.
But you ladies all think you deserve high value men, and you're not high value women. I gotta be brutally honest. You're not high value women.
Okay.
And that's not an insult. It's no different than me saying 90 to 95% of men are high value, but you all tend to want this.
Yeah, and you know, they all get their relationship experiences off TikTok. All of their relationship experiences tend to be secondhand. Oh, men are going to cheat on you. Men are going to leave you. Men are going to do this. Men are going to do that. Have you ever experienced it? Nah, but they heard somebody on TikTok who have experienced it. So they take it and run and then put it on all men. Put it that all men are like that.
Come on, man. You don't know better than that as a cool person. Come on, man.
You went to college?
Yeah, my degree. It's in social work.
Right. So you went to school. Do you have student loan debt?
Yes, I do.
So what you're telling me is you went to school to go into debt, to go to work, to when you find a husband, just say, now you pay all that debt. It was useless then. Why go to college and get into all that debt if you're not going to use it?
No, that's what I'm saying. I want to use my degree. So my plan is, of course, structured around family planning when I get ready to have a child, to just have money saved up so that I'm able to pay that debt off. Because
pay that debt off with whose money, though?
With mine.
How? Ma'am, social work. You're not balling. You get married. get pregnant, you don't want to work anymore. There's no more money coming in from you. How you going to pay off a debt?
What I was saying was I wanted to plan for a family.
Again, saving whose money?
Saving my money, Kevin.
How much are you making right now?
Right now, I make about $2,000 a month.
Lady, you're broke. That's $24,000 a year. You have to be living at home with mama or something. Okay, reality check time. You have no plan. And if you do have a plan, it's a bad one. How much is your student loan debt?
About $100K.
$100,000 in student loan debt to be a social worker? Ain't nobody gonna marry that.
God damn. And that's the harsh truth. She's thinking she has a plan. I'm gonna pay off my student loan debt, $100K in student loan debt by making $2,000 a month. Like, come on now, are you serious? She's thinking that her plan is legit because she's gonna pay off this debt before she get married. There's no way she's gonna pay off $100K in student loan debt before she gets married while she's making $2K a month. Like, and this is why we have to respect Kevin Samuels. He brought logic to the conversation. Say what you want to say. He brought logic to these conversations.
The reason why I think my value is higher now than it was when I was married, because I've grown, I've learned, you know what I'm saying? And I got to know who I was as a woman. So I think my value has increased because as you get older, you learn, you grow, you mature. So that's why I think my value has increased.
This is the equivalent of saying, I've been on the job for 20 years, but then you go out into the market and you find out that what they were paying you at that job ain't what the going market rate is. Happens all the time. Women do not gain value in men's eyes with wisdom, age, and experience. They gain value possibly in your husband's eyes, but not to just men on the market. You're older and used. No product gains value. And you ladies will sit there and fight logic. You said your value is higher as an older woman because you have age, wisdom, and experience. What are some of the top reasons men choose a woman? What do men generally pick women based upon?
They look.
Exactly. Not their experience and wisdom.
Okay, Kevin.
Yep. That woman believes everything that was coming out of her mouth.
Oh my God.
Thank y'all so much for watching this video. Check out the video that popped up on the screen next. As always, leave your thoughts in the comment section. Let YouTube know that you're rocking with the channel. I'll see y'all in the next one. Take care.